is upon us. Whether you are ready or not.
Yo.
Today, what people will hear is God revealing his plan
To his people.
to the people of the world.
Yeah.
God took me to see the future, and then he brought me back.
Brought you back.
And then in heaven, in a throne room, I see Jesus sitting on his throne. And I could hear him very loud and clear. I am coming soon. And to the people who are listening, please pay attention to what I'm going to say. He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025, I will come to take my church.
There's a date.
There is a date.
Are there other people who have also said the same thing to confirm what you have said?
I've been through the most, been through the most.
Hola, Sen Fam, Sanbonani, Tobela, Dumelang, Wararapo, Absheni, and welcome to another episode of I've Been Through the Most podcast right here on Saint Twins TV with myself, Millicent, and my twin sister, Innocent. And week in and week out, we're joined by incredible guests who come to tell their story. And whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify, welcome. We're so glad you joined us and we hope you stay. Of course you're going to stay, and of course you're going to comment down below and let us know what you think of this particular episode. It's really going to be a good one, I can guarantee you that. So buckle your seats and get ready for it. And of course, we are available on our different social media platforms, X, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
Facebook.
We are everywhere. Facebook. Go
And we have a WhatsApp page as
and
well.
we have a WhatsApp channel.
Yes.
Please follow us on the WhatsApp channel as well. It's easier because you get notified of the latest episodes and you're able to see the promos, what's still to come, what is on the channel, which is really, really good. And we're doing it for you because we're already sitting here and we know the story. We're doing it for you. So do interact there. We truly, truly appreciate it. Let us get into our story for today. We've got a Mr. Joshua who is here to share his story. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for welcoming me.
Awesome.
It's a pleasure being here.
It's a pleasure being here. It's a pleasure having you. Can you please just introduce yourself to our audience, where you come from and who you are?
Okay, my name is Joshua. I actually reside here in Joburg, but I actually come from Cape Town.
Oh.
Originally, yes, I come from Cape Town. So, yes, that's me.
Okay.
And I'm a believer in Jesus, and today I'm ready to say what he has sent me to say to the world out there.
Yeah, I was about to say you carry a message, you know? So you came as a messenger today because there's been a burning issue, to say the least, that is in your heart, and, you know, you're just here to share that. Can you tell us a little bit about that and take us face by face, because it's going to be a lot to swallow.
You said like he's a messenger, right? So maybe just to get it out of the way. So you're not like a full-time pastor or anything like any of a fivefold ministry. You just have a burning message from the Lord.
Yes, I'm just a simple person, no title.
Okay.
I'm not an apostle, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a bishop. I am just a believer, simple believer.
Born
in
again.
Jesus. Born again.
Blood washed, tongue talking.
Blood washed. Been working with the Lord for some years now.
Yeah.
I know him personally.
Sure. Personally.
I can say that I know him personally.
Sure.
So, yes, I just carry the message. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. Yes, I just have the message today, and I hope that, yes, everybody will hear what the Lord wants to speak to the world today. Yes. And if I can I?
Yes,
Can I go ahead?
please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as I say, hello everybody again, and I would just like to say to everybody, to the ladies and to the people who are watching, the rapture is upon us. The rapture is so upon us that if you are not ready for it, it is ready for you. It's when the time comes, when something has been appointed, when a time has been appointed for something,
Yeah.
it's either you are prepared for it, or if you're not, it still comes anyways,
Whether you're ready or not.
whether you are ready or not.
Yo.
So, if I can give a little bit of a background,
Yes, please.
before I was born, where I got the name Joshua,
Yeah.
before I was born, when my mother was pregnant with me, my father had a dream. And in this dream, he was told to name the child Joshua. So that time, I think the technology to discover whether the gender is male or female was not available.
Oh.
So that was 1982. I was born 1982. So when my father woke up, he was like, but him and my mother, they were not sure whether this dream, is it proper, because we don't know if it's a girl
Yes. Oh boy.
or it's a boy.
And already
Because
the
the
name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, so they chose to give the name Joshua. And when I was born, on the day I was born, then they discovered that I was actually a boy. So, a little bit of a background there. On the day I was born, I was almost not born. There was some complications with the birth. And the doctor said to my parents that if I'm born, it's either I'll come out dead or I'll come out injured. So when I came out and I had no issue at all and I was alive, so the doctors said that I was a miracle. By the way, let me say, everybody's a miracle.
Amen.
I'm not trying to make myself more special than the others. So on the same day I was born, now my mother had me as a baby on her stomach and she was resting. So something, a force, a spiritual force came and strangled her. So as she was fighting off this force, fighting off this spirit, she was about to turn her body to fight this thing off her.
Yeah.
But then now she forgot that I was on her stomach.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So if she turns, then I will fall to the floor.
Oh.
Maybe
no.
injure myself or probably die. But then God reminded her in that moment that there's a baby on her
There's a
stomach.
Joshua.
So she held on to me. The moment she held on to me, the spirit disappeared. Wow. So I grew up, maybe I was about 5 years, I was kidnapped.
Oh.
So for about a month.
Huh?
What?
Yes, for about a month. I remember the ordeal. I was kidnapped for about a month. But miraculously, to cut the long story short, miraculously, by God's grace, I was found. I think some Indian family or person informed the police that, no, we've seen a child somewhere. And the police and my parents, they went to fetch me there. And then I came back to my parents. I grew up now when I was a teenager.
And wait, you remember those events?
I remember those events. I may not remember everything, but I do remember some things. I do remember myself sitting, like waking up every day, sitting where they sitting down in the, what do you call it, a stoop?
Okay.
Sitting down there, just crying the whole day. You
Who
know,
were these people?
honestly, what I remember is that the person who did this was someone who knew my family.
Ish.
But they kidnapped me and taken me, I don't even know where.
Where
to
it
where they took So when I was a teenager, I had a problem of I was battling suicidal thoughts. I wanted to take my life so much. And the enemy was providing opportunities for me to do that. I remember this one time, I won't mention in what way I was trying to take my life. Just when I was about to do it, God stopped me. And I was a teenager then. Maybe I was 16, 17, I don't know, somewhere there.
And there wouldn't be any underlying issues as to why you're doing it. You wouldn't do it because you're angry at a particular thing. It was just like the spirit of suicidal, thoughts was there. It was just that strong.
Thank you so much for asking that question, because I think the enemy, Satan, was just giving me excuses. But I think what was after me was the spirit of death. Because if you see, when I was being born, there were complications. I almost died.
Yes.
On the
You
same
get
day,
kidnapped.
this spirit comes and attacks
Your mom.
my mother. And
Putting you at risk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you see that death was following me.
Yes, and you being kidnapped,
And I
who
was
knows what the
kidnapped as
plan
well.
was.
Exactly. So that's what was happening in my teenagers. I think death, the spirit itself, death, was after me. So I say this story to say this. I'm here today to shame death. Many people think, or they will say, or maybe pastors are not aware when they say this, that everybody will die. Or maybe the world says it, that everybody will die. But according to the Bible, there is a group of people. There is a selected group of people in the world that will never see death. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51 and verse 52, Paul says, we shall not all sleep. In other words, we shall not all die. But in a moment, in the blink of an eye,
Twinkling of an eye.
we shall all be changed. We will be transformed from the immortal from the mortal to the immortal.
Yes.
In other words, God will give us new bodies.
Yes.
And in
That
these new
can't
bodies,
die.
we will never die. So I think the spirit of death was following me because maybe Satan was aware that my calling in life would be to tell people
Yes.
that there
Death
is
is
a selected
conquered.
group of people in the future that God has selected them for them not to see
die.
death. So death is my enemy.
Yeah.
And death is the enemy of God. So to get into the story of what I came for today, but before I say that, in the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7, the Bible says, the Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servant. The Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servant, the prophet. I'm not a prophet, but I am the servant of the Lord.
Amen.
So today, what people will hear is God revealing his plan
To his people.
to the people of the world. And a very near plan to see. So let me start. In the year 2000, that's the year I became a Christian, in the year 2000. I came to church, I gave my life. It was still in my teenage years, after battling the suicidal thoughts. So I think it was at the age of 19. I came to Jesus. I gave my life over to Christ. And one day I was serving in the church where I was. One day we were walking the street because we were coming from people's houses. We used to go and go to people in their houses and pray for them. So as we were walking in the street during the day in the afternoon with my friends, I noticed that next to us, there was an angel so tall as a building, or as tall as the tallest tree.
Wow.
This angel was carrying a sword with it, and it kept looking around us. It walked as if it was guarding us, as if like it's looking for demons that it can find that want to come our way, and then it would then cut it down with this sword.
Yeah.
Yes, it was protecting us. And I noticed that in my perception, my friends were not aware of this.
They were not seeing what you're seeing.
They were not seeing what I'm seeing. So that was like one of the first experience of the spiritual world as a Christian, as a born-again Christian. And again, I would say, sometimes I would be walking maybe to church or from church, and I would feel like I'm walking alone. I would feel as if I would be so filled with the presence of God, the Holy Spirit. I would feel as if Jesus is walking next to me. I would sense him, but I would not see him. But I can feel him, I can sense him, that he's walking next to me, but I cannot see him. 2003, in the same church where I was attending, I became a pastor. An assistant pastor, let me say.
Okay.
So one night, in a vision, in a dream, I'm sleeping. And in this dream, I see myself, it is at night, I'm in this place, in an open field. I look down to the ground, and I realize that the ground has bent. Instinctively, in that moment, I knew that it was not just the ground where I was that had bent, but the whole earth had bent.
Sure.
So the atmosphere of where I was, it was so terrifying. It was so scary to be where I was. I went to climb a hill to try and look to see if I would find another human being, because I was alone in this place. It was at night and it was dark. I climbed the hill and I looked around and I found no one. I looked up to the stars and I saw the stars. I looked up, I saw the stars. And then I say, I had an inner knowledge looking at the stars that there are believers who were taken up to heaven before the destruction that I'm witnessing here.
Okay.
And in that moment,
Like
I never knew much.
Place.
Excuse me?
I'm saying rapture took place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in those days, I never knew much about the rapture, because I was beginning as a Christian.
Yes.
I woke up. After I woke up, I felt as if I'm coming from where I saw in the dream. It was so real. I'm awake now. But it was so real. It was as if God took me to see the future, and then he brought me back.
Brought you back. Yo.
That's how real it felt.
Sure.
Like I knew that what I saw was coming in the future.
Oh, and you knew that it had not happened yet.
It had not happened yet.
You were certain that it's something, it happened, but it has not happened yet here on earth. It's
Yes.
something that's still to come.
Yes. But I did not know when it would happen. I just knew someday in the future, this, what I saw in that dream,
It's coming.
would happen. Okay. Fast forward, 2011. Again, in a vision, in a dream. Just give me a moment.
No problem.
In a vision, in a dream. So before I talk about this vision, 2010, I decided that I was going to resign as an assistant pastor.
Okay.
So I resigned 2010. So this is what I told myself in my mind. God, I served you. I've done my best, but now I think it is time that I focus on my life. So that was 2010. So 2011, again in a vision, in a dream, I see myself in a court. In a court. I can see this is a court. But I'm outside the door of the court. And instinctively, again, I say, I knew that this court was in heaven. Like it was a heaven's court.
Judgment.
Yes. So in front of me, as we were waiting outside the door, in front of me, there was this man who was also waiting to go inside the courtroom. But he was shaking with fear. Like he was shaking so much that it was visible.
Yeah.
And he could not hold his body. That's how much he was shaking. Like he was shaking so much. And then he went inside the court. It was as if he knew that if he goes inside of the court, he was not going to make it. So he went inside the court. I don't know what happened to him. And then it was my turn. And I must mention that the court proceedings were so fast, they took seconds. And I knew that even though I had not died, I'm in a dream, but I knew that the people who were in the line to get into court, they had died on earth.
Okay.
If you see the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 22, it says, it is appointed unto a man once to die and then judgment. So I knew these people were coming inside this court, you know, for
They're
judgment.
dead already on earth,
They're
but you
dead-
knew
they're-
you are not dead.
I knew that I was not dead.
Yes.
But they
were dead. You were certain, yes.
Exactly. So it was my turn. I just found myself quickly, I was sitting in court. And I looked at the chair where usually the judge sits. There was God. But he was so huge in the seat where he was, and he was translucent. I could not make out the details. But I could see like that this is God. And on my left, there was Jesus. He was there like my lawyer or my advocate.
Advocate, yeah.
And he had a normal human body.
Okay.
And on my right was Satan. And in his hand, he had a file. And in this file, it was a file that, you know, all the sins that I've ever done, they were in the hands of the enemy, the devil. So you see Jesus is on my left, but when you look at it from the view of God, it's like he was on the right hand
Of the Father.
of the Father, of the judge. So the enemy, Satan, he was ready to accuse me, or he was accusing me before God. But then Jesus stepped forward.
Hey.
When he stepped forward, immediately, right there and then, I was acquitted.
Wow.
Of all the sins that Satan was
yeah,
carrying in his hand, that belonged to me.
Wow.
I was acquitted, and immediately I went up to heaven. So there in that court, there were stairs, as you see most in court, there's stairs that go down.
Down, yeah, like you're going to the
I don't know
temporary prison
Yeah, like
holding
holding
cells.
cells, and then yes, maybe you get transported to prison. So it's like if you don't make it to that in that court, you would then go down, but then to hell. So I went up to heaven. I arrived there in heaven. I saw people who were sitting there, around. It was during the day. And as I was observing the people around there, Jesus appeared in front of me. It's like I left him in court there, but then
he's with
I
you.
found him there again in heaven where I went. So Jesus, he looked at me. He had brown hair, dark brown hair, up to the neck. He was handsome, beard, neatly trimmed, a white gown. He looked at me, and without saying anything, he gave commands through his mind. So when he gave commands through his mind, chariots started to appear. And these chariots, when they appeared, they lined up. They had blocks of woods inside of them, polished, well polished. And there was these few block of woods that had names on it. And the names were were the names of people that were on earth.
Ah, okay.
But then the other blocks of woods that were many or more than the ones that I saw, they had no names. So this is what Jesus said to me. You have saved few people. This is what he said.
Yo.
And he looked towards the
Meaning
blocks.
the souls that you've won
The souls that I've won to
Christ.
Jesus
Yes.
were very, very few.
Yo.
So he looked over to the blocks that had no names,
Hey.
that were many. And he said to me, without opening his mouth, it's like through his mind.
So, yes, it wasn't verbal, but he was talking
But it's
to you.
so loud I could hear him.
The harvest is plenty and the workers are few.
Exactly. He said to me, you have to fill all of this block of woods.
Yeah.
with
They must have
souls.
names.
Exactly. And then I woke up.
Sure.
I woke up. So when I woke up, I thought in my mind that maybe God wants me to open a church.
Because of the
okay.
number of souls.
Yes,
Soul winning.
Yes, I thought that God wanted me to open a church. So that was 2011.
Yeah.
2016, I started a church. So it was in a house. So in this house, I called people over. They came, and I used to pray for them. I went. I did this prayers for about a month, but inside my heart, I had no peace. Inside my heart, I was not feeling good about it. So one day, I decided to tell the congregation I quit,
Yo.
that they don't have to come
Next
for
week
prayers
Sunday.
anymore.
It's
Yes,
done.
Yes.
No more church.
Yes. So I went out. So I told them inside the house. So I went outside to leave. So in the yard there where we were making the prayers, an old woman came to me and she asked me to pray for her. So we are outside. So I laid my hands on her head and I was praying for her. So I closed my eyes and she had her eyes closed as well. So while I was praying for her, closing my eyes, I felt in my hand an electric shock. I felt like my hand, something is shocking my hand. I opened my eyes. While I'm praying, I opened my eyes only to see, as this old woman is here, I'm praying for her, next to her, now I'm not sleeping, this is not a dream. Jesus appears right in front of me. He is standing next to her. But now he's not wearing a white robe. He's wearing a king's robe. It had some bluish color, some navy blue color on it, and it went up to his feet or down to his feet. It looked so strong when he looked at me, and he had broad shoulders, and his chest looked so strong that day when I look at him. And when I look at his chest, it was as if I could see. Remember, I'm not sleeping. This is not a dream.
This is
Real
real.
life.
It's as if I could see the galaxies in his chest.
Yo.
Like the galaxies, the space.
Yeah.
It was as if I could see when I look at his chest. I remember he's wearing the king's robe. And in me, this voice or this knowledge came to me that this is the one that holds the universe together. And while I'm looking at him, I'm looking at his face now, he smiled. And I'm looking at him. After he smiles, he disappears. But I'm left with this knowledge in me. It's as if I could perceive that the smile he gave me was as if saying to me, well done for closing this church.
Oh.
Because this is not the plan that I have for you. You are not supposed to open a church. So I knew it right there and then.
It was the confirmation that you needed, actually.
Exactly. So just to conclude here, I finished the prayer, the mama opened her eyes. She said to me, do you know when you were praying for me, I felt something as if it was coming off my shoulders, and I feel very light after that. Me, I knew it was the presence of Jesus that was there. So fast forward, I would, in a vision, in a dream again, see